Jeff Burton, a 31 car.
And I tell you what, fellas, this fella is genuinely excited about 2006. We talked to him just a moment ago, and he talked about all the things going on up at Richard Childress Racing, and he just believes that every department is so much better this year than it has been before.
Well, Richard is pretty fired up. I mean, you talk to Richard, and he says, man, we have changed everything. You know, it was long overdue, and he was pretty excited about this coming year. He really felt that they were going to be very strong this season.
4 years and 148 races since Jeff Burton's last victory at Phoenix in 2001. You know, the Childress team moved shops a couple of years ago, and it seems every time you move your organization, it takes you a while to recover and find your rhythm again. And I wonder if that's what has slowed the progress of RCR over the last couple of seasons.
I just think that Richard has put different people in different positions, and probably has gone out and found some brighter people, some really, really bright people.
Yeah.
I know at his engine department, he's gone over to England and brought in a guy from Cosworth.
I think that's the biggest thing, is that they've really helped their engine development program.
And Cosworth obviously has a big name in open wheel racing and other forms of racing. Rich history there.
Yeah, sometimes you've got to think outside the box a little bit. Pace shows Burton first right now. Keep an eye on that on the second lap.
I tell you what, that green ball is going to the right big time.
He was 9th after his first lap.
Well, it will be up until he gets into turn 3. Then when he gets in the middle of 3 and 4, we'll see what happens.
He had the fastest first lap of all the cars so far.
That's right, Jimmy Johnson ran like a 17 on that first lap.
Little bit of a bobble there in 3.
Slid up the track a little bit.
But it's still green, green, green.
Waiting to see if the wind slows him down. Burton heading for the checkers.
It's dropping.
Trying to hang on to the pole at Daytona.
Looks like he may have it.
Waiting for the computer. He does.
He does. How about 47? 5.8.
189.
Yeah, the wind is just right. That wind is blowing. It's not blowing down either straightaway. It's blowing across the racetrack.
Caught the wind just perfectly.
189.151 for Jeff Burton, the provisional pole sitter for the Daytona 500, driving for Richard Childress Racing.
A huge hug for his car owner. Another huge hug for Scott Miller, his crew chief. Only your 3rd career pole, but you had such a nice big smile on your face every time you were near this car this week. Did you know how fast it was?
We left testing down here, and I went home, and I got home late, and I told my wife, I said, you know, we'll have a shot at the pole down there, and she looked at me like I was crazy because, you know, I've only had 2 of them, and but this car has just been really fast. I mean, I heard testing, it was great, and I knew he had a shot at it today because there was an awful lot left on the table with tape and just a lot of stuff that, you know, I knew we had a lot of time to put in the engine. I knew we had some stuff, and you know, knew we'd had a shot. But I tell you, we had a lucky break today too. We picked up more from our first and second lap than we had any other time down here testing or anything. And like I said, I got to look at those flags, and those things were pointing. One of them was laying flat, and the other one was blowing across the racetrack. And I said, oh, this could be big. So it worked out for us. We had a great car, and we had a little luck.
So the wind really helped you. How emotional is this for you at this moment?
Well, Dick, I've been doing this a long time, and you know, I'm optimistic about the year. I feel really good about what we've done so far to get ready. We had great tests here. We had a great test at Vegas, which I care more about because we race more of those kind of racetracks than here. And I thank so much for Richard Childress making all the changes he's made. Scott Miller's done a great job in getting us ready, and I just, you know, I feel better about this year than I felt in the last 4 or 5 years. We'll see what happens.
So far, so good. Congratulations, Jeff Burton has won the pole for the Daytona 500.